Week 18, day 2. Okay, so first we have 5.195, and we're subtracting 4 and 192 thousandths. And what do we know about adding and subtracting with decimals? Add or subtract
the points straight.
Okay, here they are. 5 minus 2 is 3. 9 minus 9 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Bring down my decimal. 5 minus 4 is?
1.
The answer is 1 and 3 thousandths. Yay. Okay, next thing is round 4 and 191 thousandths to the nearest hundredth. So first I have to decide what number is in the hundredths place, and if I'm not sure, I check my mat. I get my mat out and look, and this is the hundredths place. Okay, so my answer, it says nearest hundredth, so how many places will my answer have? Josh? 3. Look at your answer right now. You better have 3 numbers, and that's it. 3 numbers. Okay, this, dot, dot. There we go. Okay, so I'm looking at my hundredths place, and then I go next door and look, am I 5 or greater? No. So I'm keeping it the same. So my answer is 419. Okay. Now, expectation is that these are the things, you aren't missing these anymore. And if you missed it, ask yourself, did I use my mat? Did I use my mat? Did I use my resources? If you got it wrong and you didn't use your mat, you need to make a change, right? Make a change on what you're doing. Okay, the next one is 3/4 times 1/6. When I multiply fractions, I'm just multiplying across, so I have 3 times 1 in the numerator is 3. 4 times 6 in the denominator is 24. To simplify my fraction, I can divide, there's a factor that will go in both the top and the bottom. What is it, Cooper? 3. So if I divide top and bottom by 3, because 3 over 3 is 1, so I'm not changing the meaning. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 24 divided by 3 is 8. My answer is 1/8. If you have 3 over 24, that is equal to this. So either one of these is correct. Capiche? Okay. Last problem on day 2. 14 minus the quantity 4 plus 3 minus 2. Okay, remembering our PEMDAS, what do we need to do first? Jack.
We need to do the equation in the parentheses and then
Okay, so I'm doing the math in the parentheses first. So 4 plus 3 is 7. And then I have 2 different things here. What should I do?
14 minus 7.
Okay, now we're going to do a little trick here. 14 minus 7 is 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. So I'm going left to right. Okay, left to right. If that's all I have left, and it's the same thing. Either add or subtract, I'm just going left to right. And I'm finished. My answer is 5. Okay, now let's do day 3. If you still need to look at any of this work, I'm going to have it in the front of the room for you to look at to make sure you have rewritten any problem you have wrong. It needs to be rewritten on your sheet someplace or a separate piece of paper. So this will be available to you at the front of the room. Okay, day 3. Two fifths minus 1/4. Okay. 5 and 4 are both a factor of what number? 5 and 4 are both a factor, when I'm multiplying things together, they're both a factor of what number? Beebs? 20. Okay, so that's going to be my common denominator, because they both will multiply something to get 20. In fact, they multiply by each other to get 20. So I'm looking at this, and what do I need to do to the 5 to get to 20? Multiply by 4 over 4. Why am I doing 4 over 4? Because any number of itself is 1. I don't change the meaning of the 2/5. I just change what it looks like. Okay, so I have 2 times 4 is 8. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, so I have 8/20 minus, and I got to do it over here. I'm multiplying top and bottom by what to get 20? On dare? 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So I have 8 minus 5 is 3. Common denominator, I just bring that across, and my answer is 3/20. Okay, I'm not expecting that you know how to do that yet. You haven't been taught, but you have the answer and how to do it. So everyone's going to take a moment and copy that down, and I'll pause our video. Okay, next problem is is it 75,000?
Yeah.
75,854 in expanded form. Oh, sorry. Is it point?
Yeah.
I can't tell because I don't have my glasses on. 75 and 854 thousandths, yes? Okay, so we have 70 plus 5 plus 8/10 plus 5/100 plus 4 thousandths. Yes?
I thought it was fractions.
You did it as fractions like this. 8 over 10, 5 over 100, 4 over 1,000. That's also correct. Good job. Okay, so either way is fine. Find the area of the rectangle. So we have our rectangle. How do you find the area of our rectangle anyway? How do you do it, Mariana? Okay, so we have 3, and I'm going to write it because I know I have a fraction to multiply. I'm going to write it 3 as a fraction. How do I write 3 as a fraction? Docs? Okay, 3 over 1 times 3 over 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 4 is 4. Okay, and this is an acceptable answer, but a more acceptable answer would be putting this into a mixed number. And we do that by saying, how many times does 4 go into 9, Docs?
No, I just want to say it's 3 over 10. Yeah.
3 over 10.
Yeah.
Gosh, what is wrong with me? I gotta get the glasses fixed, guys. I gotta do it. I can't see that that's how did I, 4 and 10 are quite different. Sorry.
You have 4 mistakes on those.
Gosh. Okay, I'm buying more glasses. This is it. 9/10 feet. Yes, is that right? Okay. So change the 4 to a 10. Sorry about that. 9 over 10. Whew. Goodness gracious. That was a disaster. Okay. Jasper?
I thought it was 1 over 3. But
No, that's 1/3, which is quite a lot smaller than 3 over 1. Okay? Because that changes the meaning of it. Okay, the last question. Write an expression for the calculation. Subtract 12 doubled from 132. So what's 12 doubled? We're not solving it. You could be this or this. Either one of these is acceptable. Okay, subtract 12 doubled from 132. And so we have 132 here, subtract. Or 132 here, subtract. Okay, so these are both correct. Questions? Subtract from tells me that it's from this, so that's why this is on the left side. Jared?
I thought it was 132 instead of 12. Yeah.
Subtract 12 doubled. I think it's, yeah, I think you just read it too fast. Okay, that's all for week 18, day 2 and 3.